Alright Bladers, what's up? Welcome to the base station. Today we have an unboxing for you. It is Cyclone Roktavor Beyblade Burst Quad Drive. This one is a stamina type. Let's check out the back real fast here. As you can see, it is really good on the stamina. Attack and burst are pretty low, but everything else is pretty decent. We have our two modes. Core Plus and Apex Plus are both stamina, and then Core and Apex are defense. Here's our different parts over here. I'm actually excited about this armor tip. It looks really neat. We're gonna get into this unboxing, but first, why don't you take a second, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you'll know all of our future unboxings, battles, everything like that. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's go on and open this up then. Now this does actually come with a launcher as well, and these aren't particularly my favorite launchers, but we'll get into it. So we got our instruction sheet. Just a quick look at that. It shows the different ways you can put this together. We'll just throw that to the side for now. We have our driver with armored tip. It just kind of spins off. It's actually not a bad one. I don't really like how the tip on the main driver has this tiny little flat spot. I would like it to be completely round. Now while I have this in my hand, the cool thing about the launcher for the quad drive is it actually has a spot that you can hold the armor tip while you're not using it. So for now, we're just gonna take this and put it back together. Here's the forge disc. I actually really like the way that this one looks. It looks pretty well balanced. Feels like it has a decent weight to it. And then we'll get into the meat of this. The chip, the gravity ring, and the energy ring. So here it is, all put together, and this is already in core mode. It's very easy to change it. Now as I take this gravity ring off, it looks cool, but another thing, these Hasbro ones, this is plastic. So it doesn't really do anything as far as weight wise. It like has no weight. It just helps change up how the actual thing, how high it is, how high the bay is. So we'll just take this off, flip it around, and then this will put it in Apex mode. It's just changing where the chip and gravity ring are. This is what it'll look like in Apex mode. I'm gonna flip it back to core mode and then put the whole thing together. Like I said, very easy. You just twist and then move this. And it just kind of clicks into place. The thing with these is I like the core mode because there's a little bit more detail. If it's in Apex mode, we're kind of covering up some of the coloration here. So this is the bay put together with the armor tip. It is in Core Plus. Change it around, it'll be Apex Plus. take the tip off and its core or apex, and it does, like I said, change the way that the bay moves in the stadium. Speaking of that, let's see how it moves in the stadium. All right, so this is Core Plus. It has the armor tip on it. 3, 2, 1. It's kind of how we expect it to go. It's got some really good spin. What we'll do next is we'll just take that armor tip off and see how it looks in defense mode. Since the driver without the armor tip is more of a defensive driver. Yeah, and these burst pretty easily, so especially if you grab them while they're spinning, they're liable to just burst on you. All right, so now we have the armor tip off. We'll see how this driver works. 3, 2, 1. So this has a little bit more movement. We usually expect that from defense types, a little bit more circular movement. Stamina, I notice, usually sits kind of in one spot. And then attack tips usually have a lot of movement around the arena. So yeah, what we'll do now, we'll do a couple battles with this and some of the other quad drive bays that we got, just to see how well it holds up. Okay, we're gonna keep Cyclone Roktavor in its Core Plus mode, and we're gonna match it up against the Vanish Cobra. All right, so it seemed to do pretty well against that. No burst, but that's all right. Next, we'll go against Magma Ifritor. Not the greatest launch, but it's all right. All right, that's kind of what we expect. Magma Ifritor, very prone to bursting. Next, we'll put it up against Destruction Bellfire. 3, 2, 1. The Destruction Bellfire's attack, as you can see, is kind of moving pretty wild around, while the Roktavor is sitting, waiting patiently. Although it did lose this one, that is okay. And last but not least, we'll send this up against Katana Muramasa. 3, 2, 1. And that was quite a burst. Pretty immediate. Muramasa is also very prone to bursting, even more so than normal quad drive bays. But that's that. I do think this performs very well. And I think my one gripe about this is that I would like the energy layer, this ring right here, to be a little bit more solid. It's hollow, but that's an issue with all the quad drive bays. It looks like there's definitely some spots to where there could be additional detail in there that Hasbro just decided to leave out, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Overall, I enjoy the quad drive series. We'll have more quad drive unboxings. And this stadium is very fun too. Alright guys, that is my unboxing, thoughts and review of Cyclone Roktavor. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and before we go, here is the QR code for the game on your phone.